first time going in and looking and seeing all those ropes and those wires, and this is what makes all the magic, right? So when both people are there, the audience and the performer, it's really quite well placed. And I'm glad that the Cowichan Performing Arts Center is reaching out and doing that with us. It's nice that they do those kind of things instead of, that's that new guy, Patrick LeBlanc. He's came from Kelowna. He's just really a great artistic director, so to speak, and expect some great things coming there. And what are you doing, Dennis? Anything in the future?
I'm at Rocky's 80th birthday party tomorrow, or on Saturday.
Wow. Oh, that's something for me to look forward to. You can play my 80th birthday party.
Will do.
Yeah, I'll get there.
Yeah, I guess my invite's still in the mail, is it, Dennis?
Yes, I could talk to Rocky.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this is called Songwriters in the Round. Those that are tuning in, take note of who you're listening to. Follow them on their social media. And whenever you hear their name playing in and around the town somewhere, go see them. Yeah. Take care. Here we go. Start it off. Who's going to be the first one?
Ladies
we never
first.
thought about this.
I thought you guys had a plan before I got here.
Oh, you did?
Honestly, yeah.
The plan was you guys make the decision.
I think we should just go across the stage.
From which side?
Right.
Reading a book.
Hey, Dennis, guess what? You just got nominated.
Yeah,
Ladies and gentlemen, starting it
anime
off,
book?
Dennis Atkins.
An anime book? Because that would be backwards, isn't it?
That's if
the
you're
one.
looking at it from this side.
Yeah.
The audience is reading
The
a
audience's
book.
book. Yeah, I gotcha.
All right, fair enough. Yes, playing at Rocky's 80th birthday this weekend. A little bit of a claim to fame. He's good friends with a Canadian icon through the 60s named Tom Northcott. Yeah, and Tom was famous for, I can't say the name of the song.
I like
But
that one.
yeah, you like that one. But he also did a cover of Bob Dylan, North Country Fair. So, and he had a few hits. He was living in San Francisco at the time, and yeah, so I get to meet Tom this weekend and hopefully do a couple songs together.
Be fun.
Well, to start it off, Songwriters in the Round. That's why we're here. Songs that we've written, songs that we're working on. I've done a couple of these, so I'm gonna try something new. I'm gonna start off with another song. I would have waited for another day, but the song title says I won't wait another day, so I better play it today. So hope you enjoy.
Sun shines in my eyes, wake me from a dream. It's time for action, oh so it seems. If I can picture my future, when and where I'll be, I can take the steps I need that gets me on my way. I won't wait another day. I won't wait another day. I'm gonna take swift action, make my action count. The future depends on what we do, and I will leave no doubt. I'm gonna avoid distractions, focus on the steps ahead. The past is gone and the future's won, and the present's having all the fun. I won't wait another day. I won't wait another day. won't wait another day. I won't wait another day. I won't wait another day. I won't wait another day.
Yay.
Nice work, Dennis.
Thank you.
You just write that one?
Yeah, that's the most recent. Probably about fresh off the week.
Wow. Wouldn't be able to tell. That fit nicely. Yeah.
Solid.
Thank
Very
you.
solid.
Thank you.
I suppose with the book turning this direction, it's my turn, isn't it? Yeah.
It makes the most sense.
All right. Speaking of books, now there's my segue. I played these songs before, but I think the interesting part for me these days is I came from playing around a campfire or for myself and just enjoying it, and I took that to playing in my headphones and adding some extra effects and things, and then now I'm taking that to performing with a band and things. So there's different dynamics to each song, I suppose, which is a new word I learned about music. It needs more dynamics, someone said. And I was like, please explain what that means to me. But I realized that I had that going already in my head, and so it's fun to play the songs solo that I have been playing for a while, because those you kind of figure out those dynamics in a different way. And I think the greatest part about playing solo is that a lot of artists I see and hear who play songs, they'll change up those dynamics and even change the key or mess around with their songs. So that's kind of a fun part about music. But I wrote this song called Silver Birch after reading a book called The Secret Life of Trees, and I just wrote down different fun concepts about tree facts that I liked. I think I was reading it on a plane, and then at some point, I really don't have a clue how I put a chord progression or melody to it. That's one of those magic things about music that sometimes you lose track of, I guess. But that's where this song came from, anyways. And I'll look forward to that invite to Rocky's 80th birthday still. I'm going to be on that all night here. I'm looking forward to meeting Rocky for first and foremost. Great guy.
I am the former lost leader of the fall, and in the misty morning, when we were 10 inch tall, we rose from others, from those who fell before. And just like our mothers, we'll line the forest floor. fire. 'Cause I'm the lost leader. It's climax time. Sun rose like others, and our reflections fade. Others exploding, the cells simply can't contain. And in the moonshine, they'll sparkle as they fade. And just like our mothers, we're gone, but we remain. You win, you've won, I'm on fire. 'Cause I'm the lost leader. It's climax time. Cold hand, shake down. You're left behind. 'Cause we're both lost leaders. It's climax time.
Very
Yay.
cool.
That was really neat.
Thank you.
I like that one. I don't think I've heard you play that one before.
Yeah, don't play it a lot.
No. Well, you
I'm
should.
gonna keep dragging it out.
You should bring it over to my house and we can jam it out.
All right.
Oh, that was really great. Well, I'm not entirely sure what to follow that with. Yeah, maybe I'll do this one. All right. I am gonna do a song called Angry Toaster. And it's actually, you know what? I think this one came to mind because of the rhythm is kind of similar. Yeah, not entirely, but there's that kind of like driving thing going on. Really good dynamics on that song, by the way.
Good word choice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were talking about that. All right. The birds wake you up with the chattering. You fall out of bed onto the lazy carpet and your hamster is squealing. Let him free. Your jeans are stretching for flexibility. The world is alive. It's breathing right in front of your eyes. The toaster is having a bad day and it burns all the bread recording that song this weekend.
Are ya?
Yeah, my band. I play in a band called Firebird, and we're heading up to Cumberland to do some recording this weekend. And that one's on
fun.
the list.
I think I heard you all play that song at Red Arrow like a year ago-ish.
Oh my goodness,
maybe a little
forever
less.
ago, yeah.
And I heard it, and I'm like, I've heard this song before, but I haven't at all. And I placed it in the Muppet movie in my brain. You know, like the one that Jason Segel made,
I
the
can
newer
see that,
one.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then I like was listening to you describe it, and you're like, I wrote this song, and then I was like, this isn't a song from the Muppet movie. This is a song that seems like it could be. It's so great.
One I wrote in college when I was really miserable and needed something to be happy.
Awesome.
Angry toaster.
Angry Toaster.
Yeah. Well, I had just recently lost my toaster.
How do you lose a toaster?
Well, we had to put our toaster down.
Oh,
So it's
wasn't a brave little toaster situation.
no. He
Didn't run away?
He didn't run away and save the world. No, he.
I'm
Been,
glad we're all of that age where you knew what I was talking about there. Yeah.
but I've been married for 22 years. Be 23 this November.
Congrats.
And 22 years ago, for one of our wedding presents was a toaster, said toaster. So a 4-slice toaster that lasted 22 years. The last couple of years have been tough. You know, you have to fiddle with holding the dial down, and it would pop up too early. So finally, it died. Toaster died. So keeping on that theme, toaster. This is a song about my toaster.
I was going to be really impressed if you had a song about a toaster.
Just carry it on with any song.
Any song.
This is about a toaster.
No. It's Rocky's 80th birthday. Actually, this song is kind of loosely based about. I'm a musician around town, and I play music. I'm a professional musician. I get paid to play music. I play at clubs and pubs and bars and backyard parties and boats. Pretty much anywhere someone needs music.
I saw you on Valentine's Day once.
That's right.
Yeah.
At
At Red Arrow.
Red Arrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's my jam. That's what I do. I was at the Oak last weekend, playing out on the patio. 39 Days of July. Very lucky to be included on that. So again, a new song, a song that I wrote this summer about playing music. And, it ain't much money, but I pay my share. So it's a song called Up Yours.
I like it already.
Up, down, all around, kicking rocks from town to town. Left, right, high as a kite, singing songs from the morning light. I've been traveling round and round. If I stop, I'm gonna hit the ground. Hey, hey, not today. I've been trying to make my pay. Played at the clubs and the pubs and the bars, picking songs on my guitar. Play street markets and the country fairs. It ain't much money, but I pay my share. Well, it ain't much money, but I pay my share. Rain, rain, go away. Don't come back until I'm on my way. Sunshine in lemon haze, driving round the lazy days. Played at the clubs and the pubs and the bars, picking songs on my guitar. Songs of love and peace and war. I'll up my glass if you up yours. I'll up my glass if you up yours. songs on my guitar. Play street markets and the country fairs. It ain't much money, but I pay my share. Playing in the clubs and the pubs and the bars, picking songs on my guitar. Songs of love and peace and war. I'll up my glass if you up yours. I'll up my glass if you up yours.
Nice one.
Yay.
Up yours. And I must admit, I played for years with the McCandless family band, and Mr. Chuck McCandless always, throughout the night when you're playing with folks and everybody's got a beverage in hand, he'll say, "Up your glass," and your response is, "Up yours."
So it's a bit for Chuck, that song then.
Yeah, it's a little nod to Chuck.
I couldn't help but be Snoopy and look at your lyric sheet and notice that it says kazoo solo at one spot.
I love it.
I was really looking forward to that.
Well, the kazoo is here somewhere.
Big kazoo here somewhere.
The great kazoo.
Oh, that's great.
I used to have a kazoo in my keyboard bag for such instances as these.
Oh,
I'll do a whistle. I'll do a kazoo or the harmonica.
harmonica
so
sounds great.
whatever.
I didn't mean
whatever's
to
nearby.
detract from the harmonica. It sounded wonderful. I just get excited by the word kazoo, I guess.
Well, it was
Who
like
doesn't really?
the intro and sort of the end outro was supposed to be a whistle, and then the kazoo was the contrast to add some dynamic. But,
Word of the night.
but I just stuck with the straightforward, no dynamic, one note harmonica.
It worked.
Did.
Yeah, it really worked. Well, I've got another song next, I suppose. The way I tried to choose my songs tonight was to go from a song I wrote more recently all the way to one I wrote least recently. That's the words. And so this song I wrote just before the last song I talked about the book, The Secret Life of Trees, talking about how trees kind of rule everything, and talks about climax communities and how fire might destroy a whole forest, but it also regenerates everything. But before that, I wrote a song about how human action can really impact an ecosystem in a forest. And so really that last song I wrote was a response in a way that kind of no matter what's thrown at an ecosystem, it'll come back and prevail in one way or another. It might not be the same, but it'll outlast us all. So I wrote this song. It's called Clear Cut. Still yet to play it where I lived in Lake Cowichan for a while. I always wondered how it would go. But you could take it one of two ways, which is a wonderful part of this song. If you pay real close attention, it kind of can be heard from two different perspectives, I suppose. So I ripped this chord progression off of a Timber Timbre song, just to be entirely honest. So Tim, if your stream gets taken down, that's why. Oh no, they don't recognize that? It's just the Taylor Swift ones. Yeah.
That
Right,
was
that's-
my next song.
Yeah.
Darn.
I ripped off 3 Taylor Swift songs this week.
We've come for your timber, your ore, your mountainsides. Tear down your fish weirs. It's time for logging drives. Well, you're all familiars. Your ways
saw way outside. After all your fortunes, you're in for troubling times. 'Cause here we come, clear cut. Clear cut. Clear cut. Clear cut. Now stay off your waters. You'll stay within our lines. We'll do no favors. Still lie and cheat, chastise. Well, yous are all familiar. Now your songs will never be sung. And after all your fortunes, now we're the fortunate ones. 'Cause here we come, clear cut. Clear cut. Clear cut. Clear cut. Here we come, clear cut. Clear cut. Here we come, clear cut. Here we come, clear cut. Here we come, clear cut. Clear cut. Here we come, 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 clear cut. Here we come.
Right on.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Whoa.
Thanks for joining in.
Yeah, couldn't help myself.
There's some harmonies in there. Ah, well,
So the path isn't so clear cut now.
it
Or is
isn't
it?
super clear cut, but I think I've got a little like slight path to follow here. I was thinking, without trees, we have no air. So I'm gonna sing a song about breathing.
Nice.
I think
Nicely done.
that's where I'm going, right? Like that's a connection. It's E flat and A flat. I used to walk along these shores. You used to walk along beside me. Now when I'm drowning in these memories, I breathe. Sometimes I catch a glimpse of you, and for a moment my heart opens. But when you're gone and I am left alone again, I breathe. I breathe. brings me closer. I breathe.
Cool.
Very nice.
I felt like I was holding my breath there. It's like,
Yeah, it happens.
and what was the last note?
It was an E. E flat.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, air. Breathe.
Trees.
What's in the air?
Air.
Trees. What
What's
floats
next?
what floats around in the air? Satellites.
There we go.
Okay. Yeah, satellites. We rely on satellites a lot these days,
You really do.
right? Our cell phone connections, our computer access, TV. So I thought, boy, I kind of love my connection to Wi-Fi. Not as much as I love my connection with my wife. But boy, where would I be without my satellite? I had a good lifelong family member, my cousin who I grew up with, was just in Victoria. So I raced down, I left work, and went to go meet up with him for lunch. And very, very few times over the last 20 years have we seen each other. And he did come out to our wedding here in Victoria. And, we figured we probably had cell phones, but we weren't using them. And, he's like, how did we know where the hotel was? He's traveling from Manitoba. How did we know? Like, I remember driving by, and we drove by the same hotel in Victoria. And our friend Kyle was standing out front. And I'm like, well, that's how we did. We didn't have Google. We just had Kyle out front. So you drive by, oh, there's Kyle waving. So we must be in the right spot.
That sounds more fun than GPS.
Yeah. Okay, Siri, where's Kyle?
Do you see him?
So I wrote a little love song to Wi-Fi and our connections with satellites. And it goes a little something like this. La da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da. I'm sure you never meant to leave me here on my own. Left to my own devices, I can't carry on without you. Losing patience, it's been too long. I need a connection, one that's strong. Satellite, satellite, you drop my signal. Satellite, satellite, won't you pick me up again? Satellite, satellite, shining with the stars tonight. I got a message to send tonight. Lo-do-do-do-do, lo-do-do-do-do-do. I'm over by the window, holding my phone up in the air, waving it side to side. I can't find you anywhere. I'm losing patience, it's been too long. I need a connection, one that's strong. Whoa, satellite, satellite, you drop my signal. Satellite, satellite, won't you pick me up again? Satellite, satellite, shining with the stars tonight. Why won't you connect with me tonight? Starlight, star bright, the first satellite I see tonight. I wish I may, I wish I might have this wish I wish tonight.
I'm losing patience, it's been too long. I need a connection, one that's strong. Whoa, satellite, satellite, you drop my signal. Satellite, satellite, won't you pick me up again? Satellite, satellite, shining with the stars tonight. I got a message to send tonight. Lo-do-do-do-do, lo-do-do-do-do-do, lo-do-do-do-do, lo-do-do-do-do-do, lo-do-do-do-do, lo-do-do-do-do-do, lo-do-do-do-do, lo-do-do-do-do-do.
There you go, little satellite.
Little satellite. That was lovely.
Thank you.
Welcome back, John.
Oh, thank you. I was listening from backstage. I liked that transition you did, by the way. That was good.
Smooth as
Yeah.
butter.
Yeah, you could be a newscaster if you wanted.
Yes, welcome to the Duncan Showroom. We're live here. Songwriters in the round. Next up, we got Lip Forest. John, what are you going to play for us?
Oh, it's a good question. I'm going to play a song that I wrote about Cowichan, but after I'd moved away from here the first time. We lived here for 6 months back in like 2016 and tried it on, so to speak. And during that time, we got to live overlooking Cowichan Bay, and it was probably the nicest time of life ever. Between the view and the space, was collecting pogie, so I didn't really have to work, so I just got to enjoy this beautiful place.
Nice.
and hike on Peepom, Mount Zahalem, and but then we moved away because sometimes work and things beckon for you.
The Pogie runs out.
Pogie runs out. That might have been it. I did get a job offer right before the Pogie was about to run out, and so we moved back to Saskatchewan, and I was obviously thinking a lot about this place, and so I wrote this song about that, and it's probably written in 2017 or something at this point, which is a long time ago, apparently. Time's a fickle beast these days to me.
Yes.
But this song's called Knipson, and if anyone gets a chance tomorrow or over the weekend to drive out and just stand on the side of Mount Zahalem along Knipson or by the estuary, please do, because it's therapeutic beyond belief.
We cross the ocean in our car, in our Saturn. The mainland's not where it's at now, 'cause the islands are a-callin'. Drove up Knipson, twists and turns, our heads spinning, and our hearts floating to the ceiling, and up the hill to our dwelling. Babe, it's for sure this is where we belong. Low here on the side of the mountain, across the way. The tiny village called Cowichan Bay. Lovely place to spend the day. We're killing an hour with some pastries. Yeah, 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 on the golden skies, filled with eagles as they fly. And they feast upon the salmon's lives, completing cycles for all of us. Babies, for sure, this is where we belong. Love here on the side of the mountain. We've come too far. Let's go back again. Live on the side of the mountain. Saved up the mountain, overlooking the ocean. Overlooking the ocean. Overlooking the ocean. Overlooking the ocean. Awesome. Thanks.
I couldn't find the last one.
I gotta admit that one's a personal fave of mine.
It's a good one.
It's pretty.
Yeah.
I get hungry every time. I want a croissant, a German croissant all of a sudden.
And the Cowichan Bay reference, right? That's my home. So
That's where you live, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Turning the page.
Yeah. Trying to think of how to connect these.
I definitely didn't the last time.
No, I know you didn't.
Yeah.
You know what? Pastries belong in the kitchen.
yeah.
This song is called Kisses in the Kitchen. This one I wrote earlier this year. I tend to write songs. I really write songs during emotional periods in my life, more as a way to kind of experience and process and work through things that maybe are a little hard to work through in other ways, to really just kind of move the feelings through. But back in earlier this year, my life was really boring. It was really like everything was good. I was happy. Things were peaceful. And I had not very much of my own drama. So I borrowed a friend's drama and wrote a song about their experience. So that's what this one is. It's called Kisses in the Kitchen. I didn't want to be too loud with the organ on your song. Nothing more obnoxious than an organ just coming in full volume.
Turn it up.
Unless you're Neil Young and Crazy Horse.
Yeah. You got to really commit if you're going to do something like that. You got to know what you're doing. I did not know what I was doing on that last one.
So something borrowed, eh?
Borrowed. You got a borrowed song?
Well, I borrowed some influence. I think I touched on it earlier. I guess influence and borrowing sounds and ideas, whether it's Timber Timbre or Johnny Cash, right? We're all piecing together our own identity of songs that we write. You know, I love research. I like writing down ideas. I like writing down thoughts and stories and just piecing it together to a little song. So at one point, this is an older song, I was into dream research. So,
Very cool.
right? Why do we have dreams, and what do they mean, other than a crazy story? So I took this idea of a dream. Part of it is truth. The other part is dream research. And I pieced it together to a song, and I used a frame, an old frame they called the Talking Blues, which was made famous by Tom Paxton, Bob Dylan, and the likes. And I wrote a little song about it. It's called The Talkin' Dream. Thought that was pretty clever.
Well, the other night I went to bed, fell asleep with a heavy head. Too many thoughts been wearing me thin, just waiting on a dream to begin. It took a while. It always takes me a while to fall asleep. Oh, there we go. Well, the year was 1972 when I saw Bob Dylan tying his shoe. He said, "Son, it ain't what you said and done, but what you do in the house of the rising sun." He got up and walked right through me. I had to think about it. He said, "Don't think twice, it's all right." Then I saw a man in black, and he said his name was Johnny to the people staring back, and he stood up tall, and he sure looked mean, and he looked me in the eyes. I saw what he'd seen. Gave me a baby named Sue. I said, "Well, how do you do?" Well, then I walked toward a seamless robe held by a lady wearing only a globe. She said it once belonged to the king and that I could wear it, if for her I'd sing. Well, that's all right, Mama. That's all right for you. That's all right, Mama, any way you do, but it's all right. It's all right. Only in my dream I sounded more like a hound dog. Ow! Ain't no friend of mine. When I finally awoken from this dream, I was wondering if there was more to be seen. I didn't understand, I still had doubt, so I found me a book, and I read it. But it took a while. It always takes me a while to read. Oh, there we go. But I figured it out, you see. There's another world that we can't see. It's hidden behind a veil to you and me. So I snuck on up, took a peek inside, and the chief commander said, "Hello." I said, "Hey, I feel like I've been here before." He said, "You have. It's the Duncan Showroom. Welcome home." Every time's a changing.
That was really fun.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Thank you. Something borrowed.
Something borrowed, all right.
Yeah. And then I woke up.
And then I woke up. Well, it's given me pause to think, do I use my borrowed trauma song? Or would I consider that one, or do I stick with what I had in mind? I guess it depends if we're going to do another one each. What are you thinking, Dennis?
Well, I'm looking up there at the light, and I'm seeing double. I'm seeing two doctors up there. There's a painted doctor, and there's one that's moving around
It's
up
not
there.
just me.
No.
Nice.
I love it.
Yeah.
Malachi painted that. Brilliant.
I know you got another one. 'Cause you just wrote one last week. Steph's got a thick. Both of you got good thick.
I
All
came
right.
prepared this time, so.
Well, I'll use my borrowed song to fit what Stephanie started then, just since I strayed. Not that I rehearsed this one, but it's probably locked in there good enough. Yeah, I have one really close friend who I went to high school with in northern Saskatchewan. He lives in Vancouver these days. And at some point in the last 4 or 5 years, a seemingly really close friend just kind of like cut him out of his life. And best as my friend and I can tell, it's because of my very good friend who I'm still friends with, his sexual orientation. And that didn't sit right with me. And so apparently that drove me to write a song and internalize kind of a real frustration for people like that. But also a realization, which I tend to spread, that not everyone that you think you're friends with early in life are worth your time as you move through life. And sometimes they demonstrate that to you, and sometimes you have to figure it out yourself. So that's where this song came from, somewhat of a borrowed emotion in a way, but very much my own. And so yeah, I wrote this song, and it always goes out to one person, and that's the name of the song. The song's called Bobby.
You've been coming around. We text from time to time, but you won't reply to mine. Well, so I'm sorting you out. You've got your acting gear, but what else happened here? And I'm telling you now, we used to be the best of friends. We used to be the best of friends. I'm sorting you out. You made me feel uncomfortable. You make me feel uncomfortable. Ba boy. He's got a normal size voice. He's got a normal size voice. Ba boy. He's got a normal size voice. He's got a normal size. So I'm wondering now, where you gone and shut this down? No, we're not clowning round no more, and I figured you out. Where you're inconsiderate, there's no negating it in time. Time will show how. Where you learn to live defeat, fall from your tractor seat, and I'm telling you now, where hell I'll make you feel uncomfortable. I'll make you feel uncomfortable. Ba boy. got a normal size. He's got a normal size voice. Bop, 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 boy. Hey, hey. He's got a normal size. He's got a normal size voice. Bop, 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 boy. He's got a normal size. He's got a normal size voice. He's got a normal size. He's got a normal size voice. He's got a normal size voice. He's got a normal size.
I want to sing harmonies on too. Good job, John.
Very much. Good job, you two. Wow. Thank you.
That was fun.
It was fun.
Well, it was fun. I'm having fun with you guys. This is always a fun time. Oh, what do I do with that?
About a friend.
I don't have another song about a friend.
Enemy.
Okay, I do have a song though that ties in with the theme of letting go of people that don't fit you anymore.
Nice.
So I have a song that I wrote for myself. It's called Done. And it's really more about, it's not, I wouldn't say it's about any specific person. It's more pressure from all the different sides to be anything specific that isn't really genuine to myself. And kind of the mental gymnastics that go with that when you're trying to fit into a box or when you're trying to fit into expectations from society or your parents or your friends or your whatever it may be. So this song is about that. Yeah, it's called Done.
And
let's do one more.
One
I want
more?
to do one more. I'm happy to go one more.
I got one more, me.
Sorry, guys, I gotta go.
Okay.
Okay.
Shut it down.
Fine.
Right.
It is that night, isn't it? Survivor, is that what you're after? That was Thursday nights back when I was young.
It sure was.
How do I remember that? That's so weird.
All the good shows were on Thursday night.
Survivor's still on.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
That Jeff.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
crazy.
Man. Or is it still the same show, like the same season? Right. Okay, well, wrapping it up, I'm gonna stick with the kind of the friend scenario and how it pertains to me. I have grew up in Manitoba, in a little town just north of Winnipeg, about 30 kilometers, called Selkirk, Manitoba, and I did most of my growing up just east of Selkirk, in a little town called East Selkirk. Went to school at Happy Thought Elementary School.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, I've lived a storybook life. I met my wife at Happy Thought School in grade 3. And we both moved out here. We ventured out to Vancouver separate. I came with a friend of mine who was going to acting school, the William Davis Acting School. The Smoking Man. Yeah.
Oh, from X-Files?
Yeah, from X-Files. Yeah, so, and at the time, you know, I wasn't doing much, and he invited me to tag along, and I did. So I came out here in the September of 1997, and he did his acting school. We, you know, again, I did what every prairie boy does when he moves out west. He finds a job in the lumber industry. I worked at a planing mill until my friends who I worked with as well had horror stories. Chainsaws cutting out the boom and falling into the boom with the chainsaw going. Another guy almost lost his thumb. And at that time I was like, man, I play guitar. I can't risk my fingers being hurt. So I immediately I got a phone call from my mom out on the island here, and I'd been slinging resumes and got a job out in Victoria, and that sort of changed my career path, and life moves on. But my friend who did the acting, he did feature in a couple of movies. You might remember a dog movie called Air Bud. Yeah, right? Everybody loves Air Bud, and the Buddies, of course. It spawned all of that great series. So yeah, we're pretty proud of him. He
was the dog?
he played the dog. He was a stunt double. No, he hung out in the bleachers during the home games, and he played the dog double. You know what? He could do the dog. He could do the dog.
He's that good?
He's that good. He's believable. He also did
Got a mental image of that now.
Yes. Yeah.
The
He's
stunt double?
I got it so rough. I tell you.
Oh,
Goodness.
goodness.
Okay.
I'm out of here.
Okay. Well, and then in our hometown, he also featured in another movie, and so, I think I could probably ask you guys if you had a friend who was in a movie.
I was in a movie.
You were in a movie. There you go.
Look at that.
I have a friend who was in a movie.
You have a friend who.
Was the bear in Revenant?
Wow.
Nice.
The guy who
Okay, he wins.
doing the bear part.
Yeah, you win.
Doing the bear part. So he doubled as the bear. Jeez.
It's a thing.
Something in common with your friend.
Hey, they're big all around.
Take that
Yeah, and our good friend Pete was friends with Krychek from X-Files as well. Yeah, so we went to Vancouver to the U2 concert, and we were supposed to have a drink with Krychek, but something came up. But so again, we're lifelong X-File fans, and just finishing the 9th season currently. We're the final 2 episodes where Mulder returns. Anyways, long story short, it's too late. This is a song about my buddy in the background.
Long story long.
Long story long.
That's a good song title.
All right, it's called Buddy in the Background.
I saw my buddy in the background in a movie in a small town. Everybody was a moving around, just waiting to be found. I saw my buddy in the bleachers, he'd been cheering on the Steelers. He was pointing about, he was moving his mouth, he nailed it. Oh, and though I know he wasn't calling just to say hello, he wanna tell me all about how he got in the show. He asked me, what's your 20? What? Where are you? Yeah, it's some lingo that I picked up hanging around the set. I've been working 12-hour days, ain't paid yet, but I know if I keep going, I'm gonna make it. I saw my buddy in the background in a movie in a small town. Everybody was moving around, just waiting to be found. I saw my buddy in the next scene, he'd been hanging with the home team. Oh, he was proud of the guys, you could tell from his eyes, he nailed it. Yeah, though I know he wasn't calling just to say hello, he wanna tell me all about how he got in the show. He asked me, what's your 20? What? Where are you? Yeah, it's some lingo that I picked up hanging around the set. Been working 12-hour days, ain't paid yet, but I know if I keep going, I'm gonna make it. I saw my buddy in the closing scene, they were crowning king and prom queen. And then it started to snow as they closed out the show, they nailed it. I saw my buddy in the background in a movie in a small town. Everybody was moving around, just waiting to be found. I saw my buddy in the background in a movie in a small town. Everybody was moving around, just waiting to be found. Yeah, they were moving around, just waiting to be found. There we go.
Yeah.
Good one.
Long story, short song.
Well, the last song I got for you is about where I grew up in northern Saskatchewan, and I'm going to tie it together because when I was quite young, there was a movie filmed up there that maybe some of you heard of called Decoy. Anyone heard of that movie? No, probably not.
Who's in it?
The guy who played T-1000 in Terminator was Robert Patrick.
X-Files.
He was also in X-Files. Look at this great connection I'm making
So
here.
many connections.
Doggett.
Yeah,
John Doggett.
Decoy.
And Peacemaker. Peacemaker's dad. Peacemaker.
Wow.
Jeez, wow. We're going places, guys.
Thanks to Decoy. A lot of great scenes in that, but what I remember growing up is my dad just retired. He started working the year I was born as a forest firefighting pilot, and so you're always on alert for forest fires that started when I was young. And it just so happened when they were filming this movie, they blew up a school bus with some pyrotechnics, and they started a forest fire because of it. And so that's my memory from the movie Decoy. That and they jump off a bridge and they wash up in a place that they could not possibly have washed up in. So everyone from L'Orange knows, like, no, those two places aren't connected by water like that.
This is impossible.
Yeah, he couldn't have done that. The only other fun fact is the fellow who worked for CBC Radio back when each small town had like people who worked for CBC in them. Tom Jackson, who I think is some pretty cool shows these days. He was in that movie too, which was really awesome to see that he got a nice little starring role. So if you IMDb Tom Jackson.
Did he do those Christmas shows out of Winnipeg?
Yeah, the Huron Christmas carols.
Huron Christmas Carol.
Huron.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Thank you, John. Wow.
Yeah.
So this song's called North, and it's about where I grew up. A wonderful place. If you've never been to northern Saskatchewan, try it on. Everyone from there will disagree with me. They say it's terrible, don't come here. But they're just lying, just like people from Vancouver Island. They're like, just don't come here because it's too great, and we don't want you. Whatever.
Heading up north to the land of the lakes. There's not much more of this city that I can take. Say so long to the crops, the fields and the cranes, the tree lines up ahead, not just a trick of your brain. Cross that northern river, we're well on our way. Left the street lights all behind, now we're north of PA. Cross through the parklands, see the northern forest sign. Ease up off the pedal, 'cause it's time to unwind. It's easy to tell that you've been here before. Not just by the way that it makes you want more. Said we all know we'll return real soon. Back to this place where the wide world is your room. You're chopping wood, you're swinging an axe. We're down by the lake, so chill and relax. We've gathered the kindling, we've built a great big fire. The stars, they've come out, still not time to retire. It's easy to tell that you've been here before.
by the way that it leaves you wanting more. Said we all know we'll return real soon. Back to this place where the wide world is a room. Heading up north to the land of the lakes.
Nicely done. Thank you, Stephanie.
I brought my notebook from that one time you came over.
Yeah, Stephanie and I played music one time for an hour or so, and this is what she can do.
It was really fun.
It's really fun. So looking forward to the next time.
Well, I really wish I had a song about the prairies, because I also grew up on the prairies. I grew up in Alberta, but I have never written a song about it, so I can't follow suit. So I'm just gonna play what I want to play.
Yeah.
This song is my most recent song. I just wrote it a month and a half. I wrote it in July, I want to say. In any case, it's new.
That was 6 months ago.
6 months ago. Man, time is flying. A whole
Carry the
season ago.
wand.
But I really like it. Although I had this is going to be totally random. I'm selling my house, and I had a thought this morning as I was driving that you could almost like listen to this song from the perspective of my future house that I haven't bought yet. It was a funny rabbit hole that my brain went down. You'll see what I mean if you listen. What if I could be a place to lay your head down? Could my body be the shape of a new home? If my heart beats to the rhythm of your breathing, don't we owe it to ourselves to sing along? And how long will you wait? And how long hesitate? Maybe I could hold the wind to keep us moving. Maybe you could be the anchor in the storm. But the only way to know is to start trying. Test the ocean in this vessel that we've borne. And how long will you wait? And how long hesitate?
Well, 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 what a treat tonight has been. Thank you, guys and gal. I almost tripped when we get off there.
Thank you, John.
No, this is, I love these things when these happen. There's just some, like, look at this. We got Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Manitoba. Just like I planned it.
Nice.
Representing the prairies, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, how did that
That's
happen?
how we got this full crowd.
Yeah. And we did get people in the audience. That's great. Thank you for coming up for the live audience. But there was also a lot of people watching tonight. So as you've tuned in, check it out. Dennis Atkins, John Stewart, also known as Lip Forest, and Stephanie Cutler. Keep track of what they're doing. I don't know about you, but I totally enjoyed every song they sang tonight. And I see hits in all of you guys of what we're doing. We just have to, maybe next year we'll do this at the 39 Days of July as a panel.
That'd be fun.
That'd be cool, eh? I think the audience would just love the hell out of it. And anyway, stay tuned for next month. We have another Songwriters coming up, and where there's Brian Hazelblower from CHLY. No, from CK, but the one up in Chile,
Nanaimo.
Nanaimo.
Oh, yeah, Chile, yeah.
Yeah, he's coming down, Beverly McKean, and I got one other person. I'm not sure who it is. And in November, we've got a blues thing going where we got, who have I got? Don Wilkie,
Nice. Lonesome
Rock
Don.
Moran. Morgan Davis? Well, no, he's he's not in that panel. But we got lots of great music coming up. I did this like I do the festival. I got overbooking. Hey, look, there's an open date. Let's fill it. Oh, look, there's an open date. So you guys, and by the way, this is 21 years we've been open.
Oh, yeah. Happy
Oh,
birthday.
yeah.
Tonight, I forgot to mention that to everybody. It started 21 years ago with the concept of putting together an all-ages venue that didn't depend upon alcohol sales or food sales to maintain itself, right? So that wasn't what people went out for. They went out to hear the music and nothing else but. And to look at all the trinkets that they can't buy. But it's been a fun time. And I can't think of a better way to celebrate it tonight than what you three just did for us. Thank you very much. This is what it's been about
Thanks
all
for
the way
having us.
along.
Yeah, it's a pleasure.
And you guys did it. Thank you. Good night, everybody online.
night.
And good night to all those people. And by the way, there's a donation box at the front. You put in what you can tonight. Sure would help. Thank you.
I donated online.
Yes, or donate online.
Thanks to Tim as well.
Yeah.
for
Thank
a
you,
great
Dr.
job on
Cadillac.
sound.
Great sound.
People, I done had my fun. If I don't get well no more, had my fun. If I don't get well no more, my health is failing me. Yes, I'm going down slow.